What's good, YouTube? It's Rage Real. So in today's video, I want to show you guys one of the most explosive offenses in Madden 23. So if you enjoyed this video, go and drop a like on the video right now. Go ahead and sub and turn those post notifications on. So I hope you guys are having a great day. Now, first and foremost, I do have an ebook website, and for those of you guys that are my OGs or been here for a while, you guys have seen me post about it. Now, inside of that website, I'm actually going to be putting a Wild Trips Pats ebook, and I also have Trips tight end and also wide trio. Well, not wide trio. Excuse me. I have trio offset. So if you're interested in any of those ebooks, make sure you go check out the website. Now, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys my website right now. All things Madden will be the future for the Madden community. This is so much more than your standard ebook website. This website right here is designed for everything that you love to do in Madden. We know you love tournaments. We know you love to play CFLs. We have money CFLs. We have free CFLs. We even give you reward points for shopping on our website. There's also an amazing feature that we put on there called Request an ebook. Now, this is the exact process that you'll go through when you actually check out, and we also offer a number of payments. So go ahead and head over to allthingsmadden.com to see what all the hype is about. Alright, man, so like I said, I just want to first show you guys pre-gameplay, because I do have gameplay. I actually loaded up with the Bills, so that's why I'm just kind of doing practice mode with the Bills. And you guys are going to see how dominant this offense really is. Now, first and foremost, I want to talk about personnel. So for personnel, I actually love to have my best receiver right here in this position. That's why Stephon Diggs is here. And my second best receiver, I normally like to put here. And of course, somebody with speed is great right here. So that's how I love to do this. Now, personally with the Bills, I like to actually put James Cook because he does have 91 speed. So you're going to be able to run it, you know, get a little faster out there. So one thing I want to talk about real quick, I want to put PA Fork in here, but I actually want to show you guys how to bomb cover 3 for a one-play touchdown. You also will see me do it in gameplay, and we're going to do that at a Pats Y out. So we're going to go to dollar right here. Now I'm going to sub in some garbage D-line only so I can have time to throw. And what we're going to do right here is actually put a safety right here. Then we're going to put another safety at the linebacker position. We'll put Douglas here, and we'll put I don't know, he's probably good right there. So that's how we're going to do this. Now, let's actually go to cover 3. So when you run this bomb play, you actually want to make sure your solo receiver is to the wide side. Or another way you could think about it is you want to make sure that the 3 receivers are to the short side of the field. Now, I actually did get comments from about this PA Fork, which I'll address here in a second. But quickly, I just want to show you this cover 3 bomb. So all you're going to do is take square, put him on a streak. You want to take X, put him on an in route. You want to take R1 to put him on an in route, and you want to smart route R1's route to 10 yards. And I personally like the smart route circles route. So notice how it's ran a little bit skinnier. And this is how I love to bomb cover 3. So last step you want to do, now I'm going to spy this guy over here. Make sure I did spy him. Okay, cool. So you see we are in cover 3. Now I'm actually going to back him off just so you can see that there's no funny business. So it's going to back him off. But last thing you want to do is take the slot receiver right here, and you want to go ahead and motion him across. Now, if you're interested in this ebook, please make sure you check out my website. It probably will be up whenever this video is live, so make sure you go grab it. So what I go over is all the bomb plays, all the setups, how to move, you know, how you're gonna move down the field. So it's not just bomb related, it's setups that you're gonna see me do in a second, and it's actually additional setups that you don't get to see just because, you know, there's not enough time in the game. So again, that works versus cover 3. Now if they deep half, that actually will not work. Now I'm not gonna show it just because I just want you to know if they deep half that guy, this particular bomb play won't work. But we also can bomb it another way. So again, you want to take X, put him on an in route. You want to take R1, put him on an in route. Smart route is in route. Take square, put him on a streak. And then you want to motion over this guy right here, and then what you're going to do is just be able to glitch out cover 3 for a one-play touchdown. So notice how the corner is going to move, and then we'll be able to split those safeties, and then we'll have a nice one-play touchdown. Now, quickly, I just want to hop in replay real quick and just show you something about why I like this and why I use this setup. So I really like this setup because a lot of times what can happen is this post route can actually get open versus cover 3. A lot of times what happens is that corner will drop off right here, and you'll be able to throw this ball right here in this little gap a lot of times. And I'll show you that here real quick too. And everything on the left side is just to make the user have to respect it. That's all that is. But quickly, I just want to show you that we actually can throw that post route. That's all we're going to take a look at. Now, it's not what I'm reading, but if they happen to deep half that guy, that cornerback on the left, then you actually can. Oh, Jesus, I threw that at the wrong time. But normally you can have that open. I just threw it at the completely wrong time. But I don't want to sit there and keep running that. But just know that it's something to look for. That's all I wanted to mention. Now, quickly before I show you gameplay, because I don't want this video being too long, but quickly before I show you gameplay, I had a couple comments. So when I posted about my PA fork play, where you could bomb every coverage. Now, if you don't know that setup, simply that's square on the in route, R1 on the zig, take X and block them, and you can either run it like this or block the running back. It depends on you. Now, I had some people commenting saying that, you know, it's a cool play, but you won't have time to run it, and a lot of people feel like you won't have time. Now, I don't think I got to mention it in that video, but I did talk about in the comments as to you want to call this particular bomb play when they're only rushing 4 or less people. You don't want to call this when they're rushing 5 or 6 or 7, obviously, and you really don't want to call them with 4. You really want to do this when they're rushing 3 people, or they're rushing 3 people with a spy, or they're rushing 4 people with a spy. So essentially, 3 people, if that makes sense. So when they're rushing 3 or 4 people, or anything below that, is when you want to use this play. So that is extremely important. Now, another thing I want to talk about is pocket presence. And also, before I talk about that, you don't want to run this bomb versus cover 3. It's the hardest to bomb with this particular play. You want to run this versus something like cover 2, match coverage. That's what you want to use this for. So I'm not going to spy anybody, but I just want to kind of just show you, and you'll see it here in the gameplay in a second as well. So all you need to do is really just move the pocket, try to move around, buy some time, and then notice how we're, right there I got to throw out a sack. But like I said, practice mode is a little bit crazy. Sorry, I dropped my controller, but practice mode is a little bit crazy as to sheds. But you can tell he rushed 3 people, and we're still able to move the pocket. So that's kind of what you want to do. You want to be able to move the pocket. You're going to see me do this in gameplay here in a second. So that's why I'm just taking the time to emphasize this. So like I said, I probably could have had a little bit better. I could have just scrambled out this way, stopped and set my feet. That's another thing you can do, which I'll show you here in a second. But there's ways you can create time for yourself. It's right there. You can tell all we had to do is create a little bit more time. But yes, this is a deeper developing route, but in practice mode it develops a little bit slower in practice mode, and that's only because they have zone chucks. So it's going to take the receiver a while to get out there, and most people zone drop. So that's something else you got to consider. But quickly, I'll just kind of show you just how to move the pocket one more time. So again, you just want to kind of buy time here, buy time, even scramble out if you got to. Sometimes you can actually get a little glitchy, but like I said, I'm getting hollered at in practice mode, so you're probably like, well, you won't be able to do it in the game. But like I said, I promise you're going to be able to see it here in a few seconds. So let's actually go ahead and cut into that gameplay. So here we go, man. Now I just randomly loaded up into a game. Actually, this is technically my second ever game actually playing on here. The first game, it was actually 0-0, and I actually got DC'd out, so I actually got the loss for that. But this is actually the second game I've ever loaded into, and honestly, what this resembles is your average person that you'll play. And what I mean by that with this game is you'll see throughout the course of the game, my opponent definitely was not the best, but at the same time, this scheme is just really good, so it's really a tough scheme to stop. Now, if you like these setups and you kind of want to see how they work, what they what you can run these setups against, what they're best at, make sure you get my ebook. And so the reason I decided to do this offensive video is just to show you guys how explosive this offense is and how many different setups you can have. There's setups that I didn't even get to in this gameplay, and this is actually a pretty long gameplay right here. So also it's gonna just show you how I like to run it. And like I said, the thing I liked about my opponent is that he actually came out in different defenses. He wasn't just sitting in one defense, just let me just destroy him. But his problem is was right there. We throw a nice dot. Now maybe if he clicked on, they may have gave him that. Now normally when you run that play, now this is stuff I'll talk about in my ebook, but normally when you run that play, you want to drift out the pocket towards that side, and what's going to happen is going to pull down that cloud if there's a cloud out there. So thankfully I didn't throw a pick because I actually did not get out the pocket. But this offense is just, it's crazy. It's a lot of great setups that you could use. And my opponent, he was a D-line rusher. So unfortunately, playing somebody like me, you're really not going to beat me rushing. You're really not going to beat me, on the D-line. And even if you do, I'm not even gonna say if you do, but if you're using a defensive lineman, you have to pretty much blitz and then try to if you're using a D lineman, the best thing to do is just sit everybody in coverage and then use the best defensive line like Joey Bosa or something, and then just try to get sheds. So one thing I have noticed on Madden 23 this year is that they actually don't reward you for using a D line, because last year it actually was a little glitchy if you used the D line. Like I remember playing the Bucks and Vita Vea. People used to use him because his strength is just off the chart, so they would just bully whoever the center was, and you just had like 3 seconds to throw the ball, and they had dropped like 3 people, excuse me, not 3, they dropped like 9 people into coverage, you know. So just something like that. We're only rushing like 2 people or 3 people, and then one of those is Vita Vey, and you know, that was actually just pretty crazy with what they was doing with that. But yeah, man, it's just, you know, this offense is just really great, you know, and you have to use or somebody. So this is just a great gameplay to show you what this offense is like versus the average player. And this guy definitely was the average player. He was definitely you know, he definitely had basically on offense, he was playing how you predict somebody with the 49ers would play. He was running the ball a ton, and he was passing under center a ton. And you know, it's just, you know, it's a really good scheme, but we just had a better scheme, you know. And also what I plan on doing too is showing the defensive side of this ball in another video. So if you're interested on how I was holding my opponent to only 3 points the whole game, essentially, just make sure you keep watching, because I will show you guys what defense kind of bagged under center formations. It's really great all around defense, so it's excited to bring that to you guys. So I was actually really glad about this gameplay, and that's the only time I really play this game, to be honest with you guys, is when I get gameplay. But that's an example I wanted to show you. Now thankfully my receiver got in front of the safety, but that's an example of how do you buy time, you know, because I had a lot of you guys tell me, oh, Rail looks cool, there's no way you can run it, you know. But I just wanted to show you guys, because I did say I was gonna give out gameplay, so this is part of why I gave out gameplay. If you guys go read the comment section from the PA Fork play that I put out here a little while ago, you'll see I said I was gonna put out gameplay on this specific offense. So that's one of the reasons that gave me the idea for this video. And I just want you guys to know that, you know, I listen to you guys, and you know, I try to hold up on the end of my deal. If I ever say something in the comments, like if I say I'll put a video out on it, then just probably be expecting a video on it, you know. Because, you know, like I said, it was his first game I loaded up into, and then thankfully I was able to just get great gameplay, you know, because that's all I care about. And I also had somebody ask me in the comments one day too about me being a pro player. Like, it was when I put out my 5 tips, they were like, well, how come you aren't a pro? And like, you know, I guess it's because a lot of my new subs don't know, but a lot of my OGs know that I don't aspire to be a pro. If you want to be a pro, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help everybody else become pros. Like, you know, that's why I give out these schemes. I give out, you know, tips, and you know, I try to make everything, you know, to where you can find value on my channel to make you a better Madden player. Because like I said, I know how to play this game. It's just I don't want to dedicate the time to be a pro, because to be a pro you really have to put in a lot of time, and the only reason why is because you have to grind. Like, you have to grind the game basically to get on top of the leaderboards every week, and that's the only way you get recognized as being a pro. And I just don't want to put that much time into the game. That's why I don't do it. So right here, my opponent looked like he was in cover 3, but I guess he deep half. I'm not sure exactly how he did. I think he deep half though, if I had to guess, because normally that will be open versus cover 3. But you can tell we're 7 for 7 for 217 yards, so we just have not missed a read. And like I said, this offense, if somebody's using their D-line, they might as well just hang it up and say GG's, honestly, because like the only way you lose with this offense, if they're using their D-line, is if they're blitzing you like crazy and they're shedding every single time or something. If they're playing any type of cover style with the user rush, you'll pretty much have all day with the way Madden set up this year. So this is what I was telling you guys. You want to drift to that side. So notice how the cover 3 kind of got glitched out a little bit. That's because we drifted to that side of the field to throw a dot. So I hope you guys are looking at the setups that I'm using. Like I said, these setups are in my ebook for sure, and then it's other setups that I didn't get a chance to show. But like I said, we still got a long game to go. You know, we're only in the 3rd quarter, but just wanted to show you guys that, you know, this offense is great, especially with the way Madden updated running, how they made running a little easier to control. This trap is just extremely good, so that's why I love running that in the red zone. So anyways, man, right here is looking like cover 3. So anytime I see one high safety, just a tip when I use this offense, I come out in I come out in the Pat's Y out play, just so I can actually have a potential to bomb almost every coverage, honestly. Because this, like I said, this play, you know, this specific play is what makes Y off trips Pats really unique in my opinion. But right here, look at what happened. So we called him in cover 3. It's just how I showed you in practice mode, and that's why I love showing you guys practice mode and then showing you gameplay, because the things I do in practice mode, I want you guys to know that they work, you know, because a lot of times I know some of you guys might feel like, oh, if he doesn't show gameplay, it doesn't work. And this is why I love doing videos like this, because I might not always show gameplay for every single formation, but best believe that it will work in games. So that's why I love when I get to have chances to, you know, show setups that I show in the video and then show them in gameplay, so you guys can see exactly how they work. It's right there. That's a match buster right there. But like I said, all that will be in my ebook, because there's a ton of ways to kill match coverage, honestly. You really can't stop this offense playing match alone. Now the only way you could probably stop this offense if you play if you do like a custom match, so if you know what you're doing to where you can match up who you want to cover who without playing man coverage, because match plays a little better this year. Match man coverage plays better than man coverage. I hate that they do that, but you know, it's cool though. But it's just, even if you do that, there's just so many different things you can do, so many different setups, because we can use every single receiver on the field. And also we can actually get another running back in at tight end if we wanted to with the fullback wing package. But like I said, I'll talk about that in the ebook, but that's not really specials right there. I missed my hole, but not really nothing special with the fullback wing. Now the only reason I say that is because the years, I think it was Madden 21, Madden 20 and 21, because Madden 22 they made it to where if I'm not mistaken, on 21 you couldn't audible if you had a running back in right there, if I'm not mistaken. Well, actually I think they let you audible to split close, I think. But anyways, they actually don't let you audible to any more formations when you have a running back right there. I think the only thing you can't audible to is under center, if they even have that. But that's why I personally don't really like it like that, because I like having my tight end, because I can audible to trips tight end, I can audible to an under center formation. Like, I have the option to do that when I have a tight end, but if you don't have a tight end on the field, you can't really audible to a lot of formations. So that's the only thing I have against fullback wing. Now obviously fullback wing is really great if you have a team that has two great running backs, not a great tight end. But really, it's just, you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot if you're using that kind of you know, package, just because you can't audible like you want to. So you know, you're just kind of limiting your offense, if that makes sense. But anyways, right here you can tell, man, we're really just driving at will. And like I said, you're seeing it here. It's not that this guy's a bad opponent, you know, you really can't really judge it off that. It's just because he just can't get pressure. You know, he's trying to blitz, he's trying to play off coverage, you know, he's trying to rush few people. So it's like, if you don't use her out there, you will just get dotted up. You know, that's how this offense works, honestly. And the good thing is that even if you use her, it's going to be even tougher for you, because this offense is designed to make you have to choose who you want to cover, and then we'll just pick on the other person that you can't cover. You know, so that's why this offense is just, it's one of the most explosive offenses in Madden. I don't have to sit here and vouch for it. You guys already know that. And then, like I said, for my OGs, I actually was running this offense way before it was popular. But anyways, man, if you guys like what you see, make sure you check out the ebook. I might put up another free scheme on here dealing with this play. But anyways, man, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. I do hope you have a blessed day. I'm Ray Jarrell, and I'm out.